Yes, so my country people are on a day, and I hope say everywhere good for well on a day. And hope say on a day they go well. On a day welcome for the transfer show. We be like say we want to talk about the transfer and all the latest Ubunga story where they happen for inside the football lifestyle. And we got Kesta and we'll be like saying a regular on all our shows where we did do for YouTube and all the different social media platforms. Oga Kesta, beg country people and let them know say you dig it back for today's show.
I agree to now. You don't think I see you now for online no. So today now we go just come talk am as we see am more. Most of the things we go talk today now opinion, a personal opinion and with facts, no arguments. They cannot dey talk blindly. So
Mm.
to cover everything up, thank una for una when they listen, when they subscribe. If una look at too much, una press like. Thank una very much.
All right, I don't be like on people. I don't hear from Oga Kesta, and also make we hear from Oga Ola. We be like say India on the show with us, very evangelistic Manchester United fan and football fan. Oga Ola, beg country people, let them know say you did for the show, and we
My
go trust your opinion concerning all the
people,
story we
my
today.
people, I you now. You don't take small way. I don't see me as my club. They fuck up. I just go. I just chill a little. Say nothing much to talk about this club. They fuck me up. But
Mm.
now since not day over, and I transfers even for transfers they still they fuck me up. But I just the get up say before season go start, one or two things happen. We go make my club do okay. So like Oga Kesta talk, me wanna like, me wanna subscribe, me wanna comment, when I drop on a comment. Just one call people now one or two things about the transfer window.
All right, now we don't hear from you, Oga Ola. Oga Okosun, marvelous, just the country people. They hail the evangelistic guest that we get for today's show. They hear the panel saying throw away salute. Oga Okosun, marvelous, with the throw away salute too. We appreciate this your evangelistic comment where you did drop. But real quick, we no get time we won't waste on this show. We want just the touch out toilet as they go. Make we start with one of the hottest story now. We be like saying India on board for this transfer window. Oga Ola, make we start with you first as a Manchester United fan. Yesterday, the Tory come out say Cristiano Ronaldo don't tell the club say if they get offer way good, offer way makes sense, saying go like come out for the club, say because he go like play for Champions League for this part of his career when in this. So we know say the senior man not to get many years to play again for a career, say he won't play Champions League and we all know say over time Cristiano Ronaldo want to compete for all the best competition, whether not World Cup, whether not Euros, so whether not Champions League, or whether not the best league for Europe. Now there Cristiano Ronaldo won't play. Oga Ola, as a Manchester United fan, now how you see this story now where they come and say Cristiano Ronaldo won't come out for the club? Because as this story happened, I don't get discussion with different Manchester United fan and different people drop different opinion concerning this matter. But Oga Ola, make you get your own opinion for inside this story.
When it comes to the Ronaldo matter, we all of us sabi how Ronaldo be. No matter how Ronaldo take love club reach, Ronaldo take particular about himself and his achievement.
Hmm.
And if you dey club wey be say no dey properly run, transfer window don open since even transfers dey hardly see. Today now we don hear news about Eriksen, maybe Malacia go get done today. But with last season, how last season take bad reach, man, you no suppose be the team wey be say go dey waste time for the transfer window to get players in for this coach. We know say e go take time, na e get process wey dey take to do all these transfers. But because why I talk about the transfers na because say when season end, when I don't really talk anything, all this stuff just start yesterday, day for yesterday. I don't start to hear these rumors. And
Hmm.
other clubs, even the likes of Man City, the likes of Liverpool, this where we say they even get good teams, they don't they make signing. Why I gonna be say that we say we know say we did very bad, we never even make effort to even bring players in. And for players now to say for now never play Europa League throughout in career. But I feel say if we still even stay, even though they see movement for the transfer window. So not even only about Champions League. We know say Ronaldo na boyhood Manchester United fan. Na for year in career, like him take it in career, go Madrid, like he don't achieve a lot. Now he's very good Manchester United fan as a person. But if the club where you dey no dey favour you or the ambition no dey go well, you go wan comot.
Hmm.
And Ronaldo no get a lot of time again. Ronaldo go clock 38 soon. And Ronaldo still wan win Champions League, he still wan win leagues, he still wan get that record wey he need. So I feel like some people go say, some people saying they're selfish, India about himself, this and that. But Ronaldo now, Ronaldo, you know if he Korean. But my own thought be say if he won't go, I feel like when they let him go. I know say last season he carry us well last season with your goals, win score and everything. But now new coach we get in Ten Hag, and Ten Hag now person will say we believe in him, say if he improve players, if he take us to the next level.
Yes.
So if we believe in that, why we can't keep Ronaldo when no one stay? May he stay. And if and unhappy Ronaldo go scatter like me no go not say he go scatter the team because basically now waiting go happen with that because if Ronaldo no one if he no dey happy, he no go put him the match and if he even divide the dressing room. I will see what happened last season.
Okay.
We hear rumors of
But as
Maguire
Manchester
and
United
Ronaldo.
fan, Oga, make I ask you, as Manchester United fan, if Ronaldo come out, you go vex for him, or you go dey happy say the club allow am go because say he won't go.
And I know go vex for him, and I know go talk maybe I go dey happy, but my see the thing is people they give Ronaldo like extra say because he's not the best player for the world, this and that. Even go, they don't go happy, this and that. Man, you na club, Ronaldo na just one player. If we not allow him go at the end of the season, he go still go because now 1 year they remain for a contract. And with the thought say we just they get a proper rebuild, what we believe say maybe if you work out with Ten Hag. So why get somebody when no one stay here? Why you go there? Allow him go, build the team around the players the way they. If signings will come in, build the team around them, and hopefully it will work out. Now chipping and unhappy Ronaldo. We see what Ronaldo do for Juve. Now just wake up, say no do again, pack in load. But all this one way they do now out of respect for Manchester United and the fans. Ronaldo Victor say no do again, and will not be for some because he don't get to that level of in career. So I feel like if he won't go, may they allow him go. But if they feel convinced him to stay, then Ronaldo go add like another 18, 20 goals to our team next season. So I feel if he wants to stay, but if they adamant saying one go, may they let him go. I mean, if we don't even get striker, go manage the ones they will get. For now, but listen, I reviewed like we just start the rebuilding process. Since that time we waste. We know the way our owners be. And we see what happened with Pogba. Pogba later go on a free. We pronounced Pogba like two years ago. But we do say no, one cheaper. Now we go for free. Player will sign for 100 million. So you get, I feel like if Ronaldo really wants to go, maybe allow him go. So the team go be okay. So we don't get anybody will go because wahala or chaos for this our team.
All right, I know be lying. A very evangelistic contribution you don't drop concerning this matter. But we could hear from Oga Kesta. Oga Kesta, you na coach. And since this story they come out now, Cristiano Ronaldo won't go. As a coach, we know say you get the way na go handle this thing. It go different from the way maybe we as fans go handle them because sometimes we go let our emotion the enter some kind of things before we go make the decision. But you Oga Kesta as a coach, you get a player will be like a very ogbonge player, one of the best to ever do this football team, Cristiano Ronaldo for your team, and in can elect the club, they know say in go like or not if offer come. Oga Kesta, if now you be Eric Ten Hag, will be like say you just come into the work now. So now what's go be your decision for inside this kind of matter?
First of all, as they come, you come with your game plan. You know understand? You go just not be say you go show everybody safe. Before the first before club the first they come for you. They go first they not belay you, they not belay you. They put out plenty when they go for. So inside the plenty people, they'll come see who really gets almost the same plan with them. Because club, normally club, you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Normally club, no they go they sign. If club go they sign coach, may the coach bring a philosophy into the club, 100%. Then the club is like starting all over again, like a new fresh club.
Yeah.
So that make clubs they always they go to coach when they get almost the same view with them. In case the coach go, any coach when they come back, go still get the same view, made the thing for easy for them. So that I digress. Come back to Ronaldo matter. As a coach, what I go first do be say, as I come, I go first hold meeting with the big players, the first team players, as in the leaders of the team. I go first hold meeting with them, make the team easy, make them understand, say, I only be coach for outside touchline, and they be the coach inside touchline.
By the
And most time, inside dressing room to make the thing easy. So if Ronaldo insists, say he won't leave the club, You know the beg player when in mind is already there outside. Because if you try to beg him, yes, you feel tell her, if you sweet talk him, say make it stay.
Yeah.
You know understand? Because now they build team, make it stay. Make it be one of the coaches inside the field when game they go on. But if you still see and say the player self get his own dream, now and then you go come outside and say you not go this selfish because you won't build your own team. You go let the player go. If you don't let the player go, what will happen between Lukaku and Chelsea go happen. And Ronaldo is too influential. Ronaldo not be any player
in
when
the
he
team,
say he don't want to play again. No. Ronaldo Instagram followers plenty pass the whole of Premiership team join together.
True
And
talk.
they tell you,
Yeah.
Instagram, Ronaldo is too big of a player to cause problem. If small player they cause problem, what you go do? You can't go train with the academy. But when the people like the Ronaldo, when they get problem with coach, get problem with the structure, get problem with a fellow team player, now sense, now expert they bring the come. Now expert you go bring come and do around. Because all Ronaldo go just do be say, as a poison two big players so they be almost big like him. The whole team don't finish.
Yes, and it don't end.
As far as I'm concerned, from what I don't see, I pray may Ten Hag even do well for Manchester United.
Yes.
From what I don't see right now.
What you see now?
Man, Ten Hag
Yes.
another remote control coach. Now what I don't see.
So, but
So let Ronaldo go.
Oga Kesta, to add to that one,
but
go ahead, Oga Kesta.
of course.
If the Ronaldo won't really go,
Hmm.
let him go. Give her your blessing, make him go. It's as simple as that. Because before Ronaldo, there was a Manchester United.
Yes.
So Ronaldo not be the first. Ronaldo not be the first superstar they play for Manchester United. People don't play.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, my all-time Manchester United best player, and not be Ronaldo, now George Best. You know understand? That one is my opinion. So stars don't play for Manchester United.
Yes.
They come and go.
And
So
he
Ronaldo
come before. He don't go. He don't come before he don't go. And
so
and after he
let him go. Let him go.
We still win league. We still win some trophies. So if you want
to go, let him go. If really want go, there's nothing you can do about it. Let him go. He's too influential.
But this is why I get with this thing.
Yes.
This is why I get with this thing. Of course, if I feel quickly talk, we say when Ten Hag come, when now the talk say in the which was like an interview when he talk say the new coach this and that, he talk say he ready to he welcome the manager and a good manager this and that. So how everything just take change all of a sudden. So I feel like the transfer activities they go on and the lack of ambition from this club. And now why I agree with Oga Kesta, I was just talk about Ten Hag. He say you feel bring in a good coach, but if you don't get everything to work around them, he no go work out. So you could not be like say you could go back and forth. So if they bring in coach, we'll see assist him with everything where he needs to survive. And this Man U board, we know the way they do. Even with all this Ronaldo incident. Now they talk say Ronaldo no dey for sale. They can end up forcing Ronaldo to stay, and at the end of the day, you go even scatter 10 Hag plans because you could divide the dressing room. And once divide, don't dey for dressing room, the coach don't get problem. And for a new coach, when they come in when they first start, when they shout say rebuild, you need to give them that opportunity to be rebuild. So if Ronaldo won't go, and Ronaldo be convinced to stay, when go. So the team self go work together and play better.
All right, now no be like you talk Oga Ola, but make I throw a salute to Oga Santa Kush and Oga Marvelous. They be like they don't drop their comment. If you don't watch the show and you never subscribe to our YouTube channel, I beg, don't forget to show us love. Now free for you to subscribe. Just press the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that anytime when we drop Ogbonge content on YouTube, you're gonna get all the notifications to follow up all the content that way we did drop. But also on this Ronaldo matter again, Oga Kesta today. One senior man when be like say for inside the talk business for football, David Onstein don't drop one Ogbonge report say Cristiano Ronaldo matter, Chelsea they put eye. Chelsea they consider Cristiano Ronaldo. Right now, they never do anything official. But even before now, say if we see the one we come and say Cristiano Ronaldo agents don't still talk with Chelsea new Oga Todd Bowley too. But Oga Kesta, we don't just last season now we see what happened with Cristiano Ronaldo and Romelu Lukaku. That number 9 shirt. Whether not course, so we don't know what they happen, but he come to the club for 100 million. Now he don't go back on loan again. That money about 90 million don't be like say don't they want the enter bush for Chelsea matter. But now Cristiano Ronaldo situation now. So as Lukaku go loan, that striker position, Chelsea need to bring in one player. Cristiano Ronaldo be like player where they are available. As a Chelsea fan, also Oga Kesta, as a football fan and as a coach, with what the club experience with Romelu Lukaku, you think say Cristiano Ronaldo will be good fit for Chelsea if Chelsea they available if they're available for the market, make Chelsea go after him. Now what Chelsea need right now?
Well, if you ask me, I'll tell you the truth. I don't be Ronaldo fan no, at all. But that will not me say you don't know say the boy na the best striker when the world never see. You understand? Goal scorer. Goal scoring, I'm not sure say the best day when he go fit score like Ronaldo. Not be ball if not ball playing. Ronaldo not in my top 10 for ball playing, you know the but goal scoring. Ronaldo could score with anything when he gets. So if Ronaldo won't play for Chelsea, I know say that thing I just story. Ronaldo not go play for Chelsea. What made me talk like that? Be say Ronaldo ties with Man U ties too strong for Ronaldo to go play for another club.
End up for
Now,
Chelsea.
money if you play factor. Money if you play factor. So okay, I know the old. I need the bar. You understand? Make I play for Chelsea. It's possible. Because not be me be manager and not the Ronaldo mind. So it's 50-50. But right now, if Ronaldo be the striker when the day market, make our coach try stop that pressing because for Chelsea, our number 9 they start the pressing. If he sacrifice that Ronaldo pressing for another player to do the pressing, why not? If Ronaldo want call Chelsea, why not? Because if you look Manchester United last season, I not lie you, Ronaldo not carry Man U reach fair Man U day last season. But on the other hand, Ronaldo in the Manchester United game now still one of the reason Manchester United not still reach their full potentials. Why I talk like that? Any team when it be say one player they score the 80% of the goals when they score for that team. And that one player when they score the 80% of the goals, now old man, then and that one you both they say paper over cracks. Paper over cracks in football now the wrongest thing when you got put to any team.
Yeah.
Now I make Chelsea never still do better because what Abramovich they do for Chelsea that time, I appreciate what Abramovich they do for Chelsea, but on the long run, if you want to look at where what Abramovich do for Chelsea now paper over cracks. Pursue this coach, bring another coach, win trophy, everybody happy. But what if be the next thing after the trophy, the next season, we know they do well. Now pursue this coach, win Champions League. As a fan, well, now good to say my club they win trophy, make a banter you. But on the football sense, not be good thing. Coming from a Chelsea fan, people go say, why they talk like this? Abramovich not there again. I make it. No, I already know this thing long ago. Now only when we want banter, now we go banter people. But when we want to talk about the way football ought to be managed, not be so they supposed to manage ball. But who be me? I be just fan like you when they watch football now. So if you reach where say Ronaldo won't come play for Chelsea, Ronaldo ready to play for Chelsea, he say he won't play, he might not get anywhere. Man, more carry on. I not feel as in there. Make Chelsea carry on. But what Chelsea they carry on, so make Chelsea put that for mind. Say there will be a player understudy under Ronaldo. Not be just to carry Ronaldo, make it a score or make it a play. Why understudy not there? It not make sense. Not make sense.
All right, I don't believe we don't hear from you, Oga Kesta and Oga Marvelous. They agree with that one where you talk saying that the truth, 100% truth. Now you just talk so. But Oga Kesta, so far, make I ask you, we don't see plenty outgoings for Chelsea. Romelu Lukaku don't go back for Inter Milan. Rudiger don't go Real Madrid. Christensen today Barcelona don't unveil him as new Barcelona player. Cesar Azpilicueta, the club captain, so that one in future for the club. Still be like waiting the shake. So, but so far, all the movements what you see from Chelsea, we don't see the link with Raheem Sterling. We don't see the link with legit. Like, how many players you think say Chelsea will need to sign with the number of players where we don't see the command and the number of players where in be like say their future for the club no sure. Even Marcos Alonso too. We don't hear the links with Barcelona and other clubs. How many players you think say Chelsea need to sign for this transfer window? And also last season we see the gap between Liverpool and Manchester City with Chelsea. We come out third. How many players you think say Chelsea need to sign to try to cover that gap, make them meet up with the two best teams for the league from last season?
Okay. Right now, no matter what the Chelsea sign, Chelsea not going to meet up with all those teams. So what it go happen? What it go happen now be say, make Chelsea try focus on themselves and the teams when they come from back. Because if you focus on the team when you're fronted, they better pass you. You might likely open back door for when they come from back. When it will be your problem. To cash you. Because right now, if we want to tell ourselves the truth, as the league up there like this now, if the league start now, now either Liverpool or Man City first and second, the third team are Tottenham. Whether we like it or not, because Tottenham makes some bad sign when you go fit put them for that third position. Not just the signing. Tottenham get coach when it's as good as Pep Guardiola, as Klopp. Tottenham coach better pass Tuchel any day, anytime. I'm a Chelsea fan. So me they tell you, say, Antonio Conte, he distance, he far better pass Tuchel. That one are the truth. That man is a serial winner. If you follow that man all the way from when he play as a player till now when he become coach, then you go see the reason man be who he be. Any player when he play under coaches like Lippi, Arrigo Sacchi, all those kind of players, when they become coach, you they see the kind of way when they play, the way when they coach. People like Zidane, people like Ancelotti, people like Roberto Mancini. Also, people they play under Sacchi and Lippi. So if you see them, all of them did the same set as a coach, as a player. Then, though Ancelotti be like say, would pass them. Ancelotti don't they retire when all those people enter football. But when you see these people, all these people play under the same coach. If you look how they get the same philosophy, in as much as Zidane win Champions League then. But when you see their game, you're gonna say these are good players then. Now they learn other good coaches then. So that's what the team be. That will not mean say that every player when he play under good coach, now go still become good. Now go become good coach when he retire. The ways they be like that. But if you go be like that, it's a better way. So now, if you look the team very well, so far, Chelsea, the reason why Chelsea they behind for signing, because say one, because of the ban when they ban Chelsea.
Sure.
change all their new board now. If you look at very well, Chelsea not go sign George Kounde again. Reason maybe the when part of the finish, but right now, why? The reason is simple. George Kounde not be Thomas sign a club signing. Now give Tuchel the 100% power to run transfer, run target. I mean, so now if you look at now, me Tuchel not talk about Kounde again because first club Kounde not be a player. If as me and you talk of Delete and Ake. Ake now the replacement Rudiger. Not be to consider bench. Okay, now direct into the team. Because when in the Dortmund, now say one by Ake from Chelsea that remember you don't take the pursue Ake. Even when he go PSG, the same thing the pursue Ake, meaning him trying to back Ake right now, not be new team, now old team. So if you many players Chelsea go need to for that team, Chelsea need to sign 2 strikers, right? 2 strikers, therefore midfield 1 midfielder. Based on system they play missing 1. Because inside Jorginho and N'Golo Kante, one be like who go out of the 2, which are not too sure. Now, based on the players when we go pre-season will determine how many midfielders the coach will sign because Gilmore they go pre-season with the coach. The guy from Crystal Palace.
Conor Gallagher.
Gallagher they go pre-season with Gallagher they go pre-season with the coach too. Then Padu they go pre-season with the coach too. So if the coach see and say these 3 players, 3 fringe players, not be waiting in want. 3 if you go. Now waiting I want, no, but now the coach. So the 3 if you go, and if the 3 go, automatically Chelsea only get 3 midfielders for the team, which in the person of Jorginho, alternate Doyle. No, sorry, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, and Kovacic. And that is not enough based on the number of games when Chelsea they play this season. The games too plenty to even get 5 midfielders. And not forget, say now, you feel substitute by substitution for the game. So now you need as much as you can. So now if we go back to defenders, now for defenders, Chelsea only gets the people of Ben Chilwell for left back. Then right back, they get Reece James. Reece James get injury. Who won't replace Reece James? As Pelequeta it might be going. Now Chilwell get injury. Who won't replace Chilwell? Now Malasana, I don't know what they do for Chelsea. Malasana just have to go.
Now, what they do that Chelsea player now? Why you say you don't know what Malasana did do for Chelsea?
He just have to go. Then you see the defense line, the center defense line. Now, Old Man Silva, Shaloba, and that the boy from loan, Levi Colwell.
Levi Colwell, yes.
Yeah, just the 3 of them. And the 3 of them, one is more experienced than the 2. So Chelsea need to buy players. Like waiting Nigerian Englishman talk. Say, Chelsea have issues, I hope they sign Ronaldo that could be interesting. Sterling is a good signing for sure. Sterling is elite.
Okay, Kesta, beg.
But
Touch
Chelsea get
that
problem.
Sterling, touch that
Chelsea get
Sterling matter.
problem.
Touch the Sterling
Serious
matter.
one.
Touch the Sterling matter too.
Sterling on it right now.
Hmm.
Right now, Sterling don't they wants Trent. I know Trent wants buy Sterling house. Meaning Sterling is leaving. By the middle of next week, I think they will not finalize the sales of Sterling house when Trent Arnold won't buy. And by Friday, this Friday when it come,
Right.
they're supposed to
Finish the
sign
deal.
Sterling 100% because right now Sterling don't agree the fee. I think I'm not Man City don't agree. I'm not too sure of Man City and Chelsea. I'm not too sure. But so far, Sterling won't go London, a London boy. You understand? He won't stay London. That one edge. And he won't play for club when he gets to say almost the same ambition from where he come from for London. And only one club for London get that ambition. So him going to Chelsea is
Okay, Kesta, why you dey banter
I'll be
people?
banter
Why you dey banter people? Now, if you want to talk something. Why you got the spray
but
bullet
not
for
the
the
truth.
people wake up from London?
No, but the truth. Not the truth. Not the truth. Not the truth. Does that mean Chelsea is the biggest club in London? Of course not. Not the biggest club. Now ambition I talk. So if I say the biggest club in London, then and that will come beside the lie. But not be done. I don't fit tell you say Chelsea is the biggest club in London. It's not true. So ambition, yes. Last best club in England for the past 20 years, yes. The only club in London that won Champions League, yes. You know, so those are the facts. Facts. So Ingo come.
Of course, they count out for you.
Do well.
Yes, the banter out now. Like Kesta, go ahead, no wahala. Na transfer show, everything they allowed.
So he coming to Chelsea, we pray he come. I mean, one club not go turn his head now. You can say, okay, you go do us what Rufina do us. We don't want that kind of thing in Jesus' name.
So you just want make a complete transfer quick. So, but make okay, Kesta, we don't talk for a long period of time about Chelsea transfers. Make we touch Manchester United. Oga Ola, we see what happened to Manchester United last season. That season, I don't say the performance not be waiting you and many Manchester United fans they expect. And me and you agree, say the club will not be waiting it be again. And we don't see the one with Cristiano Ronaldo saying one come out and all of that. But with the this transfer window now, how many players you think say Manchester United need to sign? We go make the squads they stronger than what we see last season.
If I want to talk, I feel follow Rafad next time. Rafad say we need like 10, but you sure say we don't get 10. So at least if we get like maybe 4 or 5. And with the way the team be, we say where the team be, we say we believe say like from Ajax performance, so everything Ten Hag don't do for Ajax. We see that coach will say they improve younger players. So we they get that hope. So maybe some of our players go to improve. You know, say some don't improve, but later say them to it. But the ones that will improve, we they hope. So maybe if they improve and they play better than what they play last season. But at least we need like 4 or 5 players. Like this now, we don't get one done, which was announced, which is Malasia. Then Ericsson on too. David Austin don't drop and say Ericsson don't agree to sign for United. Ericsson a very good creative player. We know waiting Ingo bring into our team. And the De Jong going, you see the dilly-dally. We never know how the De Jong deal will be. So let's say you get De Jong. We know of Martinez for Ajax. And maybe one more player will go come in. So at least 5 players just to start the rebuild. Like, and I didn't even notice waiting 10 at the loop, then they go with players when you know. Players we don't we didn't need to one way or the other because this United team, United dressing room, na very toxic dressing room. Maybe say even you know, like he need those players, so those players go be bring in because they don't already. Yes, see one touch TV don't they purchase my point for there. They don't already
talk now.
Get Not true. Not true. But the thing is, most people believe say they want to pursue everybody for the team because of how bad last season performance be.
Breaking news.
Some fans just want me to just
breaking
come
news.
out the whole team, make them bring new one.
news.
I know possible.
Oh yeah, Oga Kesta, tell us the breaking news. Tell us the breaking news real quick.
Breaking news. Chelsea discuss Ronaldo transfer.
Okay. That one go it go dey interesting. This transfer will be very interesting.
I swear, very interesting. And what I feel about the Ronaldo issue, we say Ronaldo still under contract with United. Needs to get one more year. So
yes,
even though Man U want to sell him, Man U put you to sell him outside England because selling him to Chelsea to me is a problem because Ronaldo will guarantee you another at least 15-20 goals. At least 15-20 goals. And so I want to convert Ronaldo for my team. What can I do Chelsea? Make go to help them. Just imagine say he score against us now. He can do this soon. How we go feel? Man U fans go.
Very very sad.
Yeah. I see, and now I feel say Man U say if he play hardball, even if they go sell him, if he sell him outside England instead of selling to like a rival like Chelsea. But the thing with this team is I feel like Man U fans guys be patient. Left to all Man U fans, they want me to pursue that all the 22 players when they've been U22, you know possible. You get that time you go take. This rebuild go take time. At least you need like 5 players where we say with the other players where you get. Man U players don't be say they're bad like that. They get some make they good. They get some may get the talents, but they need to show the effort. Likes of Rashford, Martial, this guy that guys will be saying in patches, they don't show it in the play offer. Martial scored 23 goals. The Man U scored 2 seasons ago. But suddenly it went bad. So I feel like the talents they there, but they need a coach where he just give them that belief and try to improve them. And I'm sure, like we believe, we never see them for Man U, but we believe with 10 hand, we will get something like that. But see, I just feel like say Man U fans, they quickly they turn on coach, they quickly they turn on players. We guys keep 10 at time. And that in common. Look at Ragnick. Ragnick they talk everything we 1 year. Say this team no good. We need players, we need everything. So people stay thought say Ragnick now be the problem. Say Ragnick no good. Now why they use all those short they cover up. But I think it's now waiting we want 1 year. We know it's not the truth, this guy is talk. And we don't know our owners, we don't know what they do. They just turn up and down. Because a team where you really want to show like after that last season, a very bad season. For me, I only watch United. I watched season way bad this last season. So after that kind of season, Man U supposed to show a very good intent in this transfer window. At least when I get this coach all in signings before even pre-season starts. So you go be start to work with them. And before the season starts, we will see the pattern of play and the improvement. We don't under Moyo Van Gaal, we don't do a lot of panic buys. We say 9 minutes, we won't go sign Falcao, we go sign Di Maria, we sign even my Nigerian brother Igalo. Igalo know they have a plan, but as na 9 minutes, we got sign up. Even though I enjoy say in dream come through saying play for Manchester United, but all these buys now, panic buys where we no really need that where we say after everything else scatter, we just want to go bring one person come from nowhere. So we need to get this transfer window right. Get the players in for the coach. And we know say we don't get some changes upstairs with some part of our board members. Our new technical director, Motog. Now first start for them, we will see whether they prove the fans wrong. Because a lot of fans get doubts. This Eriksen news don't even calm us down. Yesterday, people they para. Some people don't even swear for Ronaldo himself. But Ronaldo that player will be say for what he don't achieve. And we know him. He do one for Juve. We see. He just work enter the team say he no do again. And they didn't forced to sell him. And like Oga Kesta talk, now a very influential player. If he say they go, if you know say now wahala we dey buy for ourselves. And we say we want to rebuild. We want to use our hands, scatter the rebuild ourselves. So like this now, we just guys get this transfer window right. At least 4 or 5 players this transfer window. And hopefully the coach, because sometimes what's happen for Ajax, we don't happen for United. So we just get that belief, say the kind of ball where Ajax they play, man, you go fit play them, and they go fit improve, but it go take time. Maybe this season. We will see chop it this season, but as far as say we see the improvements in the performances and they improve gradually, we'll just get that hope and believe say we will get back to the top in the next 2 or 3 years.
But what do you think about the Tyrell Malacia signing, the left back, where he come from Dutch League? What do you think about this signing?
And I'm not gonna lie, I never watched Malacia, but from the YouTube videos and everything I don't see. Malasa they play like a modern left back. The issue where we get is say we get more of like traditional old type of left back in Luke Shaw and Bissaka. These guys they feel they defensively good, but going forward they don't really they good. They know they play the modern day wing back type of play like the Alexander Arnold, James, and these many players. We get the like Dalot and Tellers will be the pieces are being small, but those ones defensively they know they good at all. So even if like they talk, your first work now to sabi defend, even though you go forward. But if now they forward you sabi go, no sabi defend, then that space could be.
Boss, give me 1 minute and they come.
All right, I got it.
Now I will get issue with Dalot and Tellers because they feel go front, but coming back, they don't really get anything to offer. And Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka can already defend, sabi defend. But my last year, I'm more of this type of player if you go front, come back. Like modern day, and I watch in videos for YouTube, in sabi passing between the line, he gets good crossing. Hopefully we go see him for United because the different things they do for Feyenoord. Come United now, if he start to play another thing. So that is why I just relax. Now to be sincere, if it is funny, but if we get 10 players, but the problem is where they perform, they come from different from England. If you come in, if you take them time to bed in, time to start to play well, and at their patience, they have to come in for refunds because by the time the young come now, the young go do one year back pass now, they score us now. While I don't start, they will say the young no good. Now by force we force and come here, story you go to come out. So guys, be patient with this player.
Since you bring up this Frankie De Jong matter now, so what do you think about the old De Jong, the old news, the transfer and everything? Because you talk something when sweet me for body, you talk saying a force Manchester United, the player not be like say in mind really want to make the move. We see the things when they talk for social medias and other media outlets say him they for the best club for the world will be Barcelona. But we don't already see say Man U they push for this deal. They don't agree to pay about 65 million euros with 20 million euros add on. What do you think say this one will mean? If this deal can't come now, maybe the player now can't come England, you know, can't like the culture, you know, can't like the weather or one or two things. How you see this move? You think say now move where go well, and we know say nobody know what will happen tomorrow, sharp. But you with waiting you they see, what if you predict for this Frankie De Jong proposed move to Manchester United?
Frankie De Jong is a very good player. We know dispute that fact. And I feel like maybe we're not going to make the same mistake we will make with Pogba when we sign him because Pogba is a good player, ain't they promising. But coming into the team, because of that money where we buy him, I didn't say we buy him for lesser amount, the pressure no go plenty. But God say we buy him for big money, we start to the pressure and say, may only want defend, attack, may score, may even the score trick set. Now, which some fans even want. We know say
the madness with that.
Same with De Jong. De Jong is a good player, but if they make us, they like tell us clear, say no one come out. But now because we get Ten Hag, and we know say Ten Hag, coach will be say coach for Ajax, this and that. That's and he want time badly. And to be sincere, I feel say now he be like our number one midfield target. I never have me of another person with the target apart from him. Apart from maybe Eriksen now we say we don't sign, and that one a free agent. So you know if you talk say now only De Jong. But the problem is De Jong fit coming most likely by even coming he go perform. More hope saying go perform. But in case he
he's a very good player.
We go start to blame him. A very good player, but if he coming, if you know really go well, if he go well on the long run, but if you don't quickly go well, some part of that they don't say we force him come, and it's true. It's as if they are forcing his hands to come because the coach wants him.
That's true.
And as fans, we don't talk say anything where Ten Hag want, may they get for him. So on that part, I will support say if Ten Hag really want him, may they go all out for him. But if he do mistake, do one back pass, and they thought this thing it go funny. But if they do one back pass where it scores, I know that like 30% of my youth fans will go start to the blame and say, this guy don't want to come now. He don't come, he don't start to do mistake. But no, he say the clubs when don't play for England now a different ball game. It will take time. And that's why I did very particular about patience for this transfer window. I always talk, even for my Twitter, for spaces where I did talk about. Regards the patience. Now the long process, no be one season something. No waiting the young score now he go start to the score goal and start to get 10 assists. We guys calm down because we don't make this issue before we pull back and we're not supposed to make them again. And I look this comment, they say we want to marry to Ajax. Now that thing why I fear again, it will still just coaches because we see I wonder how Louis Van Gaal when he come in. Inside Memphis they pay, inside they blind. In they go for a lot of Ajax targets. And the end of the day, you know, it didn't work out because those players they were good players, but Premier League now another ball game. So you know it didn't work out. But I feel like with Ten Hag we say look, Malasia. Malasia a Dutch player, but no be really Ajax player. The Ajax player they go for now
Okay.
Martinez, maybe and Anthony.
And
And now
Anthony.
Martinez they need to. Now Martinez really they need to. Anthony don't die down now because they ask for 70 million. I'm not sure if we get that money to pay. But if you look at De Jong too, De Jong na former Ajax player. So I guess where people they come from, if they thought say we did link to a lot of Ajax players. And the Coco be saying that to work out. If he work out, we no go get any reason to blame say Holland players, Ajax players. But if you no work out, now all these questions will come out. And like I even talk, we never even listen, since never even start. People don't they complain. People don't they lament. Some my fans don't want me to sign De Jong again because they are like it's taking too much time. Now, I remember like something days old on the top this deal. Even back at President come out 2 days ago, talk say they don't want to sell, they want cheap salary reduction, this and that. And I just say in contract when you sign, I have almost every season they increase in money. So now issue. And all these young players, they don't be like old players. You see PK, they are PK collect pay cut. Daniel Alves play for free. All these younger players don't send you, they won't make their money as even though they won't play for you. So that pay cut would be very unlikely. So I see the move to Manchester United happening, but it will still take more time. You know, go happen like quickly, maybe next week or maybe 2 weeks time, or maybe to the end of even July, if possible. So we just that's the patience, and even come that's the patience with them. But I feel like our coach need at least 5 players this transfer window, and now we don't get 2 done, 3 more to go. So hopefully we'll get the 3 where the coach really wants. No be back up. You will get this no go the okay. But
Okay.
yeah, just in Ten Hag, I love his playing style. I believe in him, but hopefully that's the hope because man, you don't get how many coaches now. Man, you don't they turn Chelsea like listen, Kesta talk say they all this sack coach they bring new one, sack coach they bring new one. But Chelsea they win. We know they win anything. We don't sack everybody. Sack everybody. They bring a new coach, so we'll just take our time and hopefully go work out.
All right, now no be lie. Make I ask you too, Ogaola. We don't see this link with Lisandro Martinez. So we be like say last season, I be Ajax player of the season, one of their best players for last season, and a centre back. What do you think say this link go mean for Manchester United? We know say Manchester United don't spend plenty money. I think I see one report where they talk say Manchester United don't spend over 200 million. I think in the last how many years for centre back signings. What do you think say this one go mean for Harry Maguire? Lindelof. We don't hear say Bailey. Bailey didn't link with move to come up for the club, and also other centre backs waiting for the club. I don't know if what's the other centre back name? The other one, not Jones. Phil Jones. Okay. You understand? So it's plenty centre back there. But what do you think say this move mean? And this comment when Oga Olowo Sport talk say Manchester United don't return to Ajax. We don't see the links with Ajax players. Timber, Anthony, now Lisandro Martinez. How you see this move for Manchester United?
The thing Martinez be say Martinez na a different type of centre back to what we get now. And Martinez na a very versatile player. In the play DM.
But make I talk something, Oga. Many people they talk say Harry Maguire na ball playing centre back too now. Abioga Kesta, you never hear how they talk.
Yes,
no, see, true. See, I understand that part, but I mean say Lisandro Martinez na different. What different is he no be really all this tall and big centre back will get. Like it's more, and the thing is, as this one Maguire be saying, Maguire just big. You know they take advantage of his body, of his height. We dey see how they score goal for Leicester. When he come out, he to score goal hard though. He go dey not ball away up and down. But I feel like Martinez is more of a versatile player. And as you sabi, you know, see Arsenal also dey linked to him. If he play multiple positions, so more of those surprise even coming, they play as the DM or play as maybe the left winger sometimes and all. And I think it's with Martinez is not Timber we dey linked to first. But the way he be, Van Gaal, everything, Timber say because of World Cup, this and that. You know,
Van Gaal put and that for Magari for the matter.
He choose to stay. he choose to stay. So now we go shift our attention to Martinez. And Martinez now good player for me we don't see. But I always talk about this thing with the Premier League. They say no matter how you take good reach, when you come, you got to see what you feel offer. No be how good you are from where you come from. But I feel like he has a lot of attributes to his game. And if he work out, he will be a very good player for us. But now, don't we dealing into him. But Ten Hag did there. So Ten Hag factor fee help us to get him ahead of us now. And with money and all. But the issue with what I feel say they make Man U then link to highest players pass be say. Ten Hag na coach will be say you know really no be really coach will be say get pull of to bring a lot of players in from around the world. So I feel like he's really going for players when he's sabi and players when he believe say could come in, come play for him. I always don't play for him before. Or when you get relationship with. Look Malasia na Holland player. Now player be saying don't watch when he instead won't even buy when he dey Ajax. So it's easy for him to go for him, say won't buy him now. Same with Martinez. Anthony, na player with the informal team, where he won't get now. So you get all these things. He's going for players that he knows he can get and he can use his influence to bring in. Not going for players that he knows it will be harder to get. In the league to Pau Torres when transfer window starts. But Pau Torres died down now with the year of Martinez, Anthony, Timber. If possible, we buy the OIF team. But the mistake we are not want to make now the same thing way Van make or bringing Holland players in. If they come in now, once they don't perform, you gotta stay maybe till January or till and players don't know they're easy to sell unless they perform. Now if you will get Maguire now, nobody they will come from Maguire. Even once now, maybe they will price at 15 million. Player will buy for 80 million. But all these things, you guys buy players we guys improve.
Barcelona
so
they go for
play
Maguire.
well, then clubs will come to even buy them. Barcelona don't even really come from Maguire. See, all these things too are I just feel like I think it's even Man U with England bias and everything, they know what even want me Maguire come out. They want Maguire come out, so they want me to stay there. But me, I don't be saying Maguire can improve. But if Martinez coming, Martinez will be a different type of center back to which we get. In compare with Varane, maybe Bailey or anybody. That's if they still there. And would they expect a lot of players going out from our defense? That's of Twanzebe. Bill Jones, I don't know if Bill Jones to do for Man U. I don't know.
You know what?
I just did the shop our money. So once you
From what you adopts,
may they come out.
from what you adopts Zap for Manchester United, everybody they blame Maguire, But better not forget, say they say Maguire when everybody they blame, so he not still play some games for Manchester United. What in Manchester United do? Nothing. Everybody they say Varane and this, Varane and that. For footballer, the greatest asset of a footballer not be to sabi play ball, not to be available when they need you. Varane never they available once for Manchester United.
Yeah. So and the problem with that, and now why any coach will come?
And that's why people go blame.
Finish your point.
People they blame Maguire. They leave Varane. The Varane one with the would they talk self. Is Varane really that good? Is it that good that
we see what the Varane do for Real Madrid now? I mean, because of saying that the
Ramos. Understand one thing there. Understand one thing there. People they get this whole thing wrong. A footballer is as good as who partner for football. But on the other wrong, when push come to shove, what do you feel do on your own make you a better player?
Yeah.
So I don't see Varane most time for Real Madrid. When push come to shove, it they crumble. But just that Madrid go score higher than you. Madrid go win you. But now Madrid don't win now. That win go mask the players' performance. Most time, man,
if you
watch game very well. Winning, they mask error for game.
True.
People go forget so quick. Now when you call they lose now, people call they remember back. Inside the winning when you win, the error when you
but
make.
Kesta, the issue. What's your like? Wait,
first,
say Varane no be player to say they are available.
I never finished. For Madrid to let you go. For Madrid to let you go, my brother. I lie. You're not as good as you're not as good as you think say you be. You understand?
Good.
If
Maybe
you look
you don't drop from.
Benzema don't do there for many years. Ronaldo they score the goals, but there was never in any transfer.
Yes.
When Madrid said they won't let Benzema go. Marcelo don't do there for many years. Casemiro don't do there. Modric don't do there.
Cruz.
But all the story, the cruise don't did there. All the story, they come. If Madrid lets you go, my brother, you're not as good as Madrid supposed let you good. And Madrid kind of good is the pinnacle of good in football, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So the Varane is not as good as all of us. They pull our pants down. They stuck in our bed sheets. No, it's not as good as that. It's not as good as that.
And say so if they play with players like Sergio Ramos, a very good defenders around you, your mistakes not going to really show. So, but now when you come out, you go say players when they play with self, all of them like at the same level they did. So the mistakes not they show. So I get what you but like me, against the game against Brighton, we'll chop 4. Maguire no play, I will chop 4. We chop 4 against Brighton, Maguire no play. So I get the point. They play Maguire.
For me, the fact that Madrid let you go, you not struggle. You're not good as you think so you be.
Yeah.
The media not struggle.
But the issue with Maguire, where I feel, we say the price tag too now one thing where they cause the issue. Because as you say Maguire, maybe not 20 million, I've been at 30 million will sign them. The story for no they like this, because now 80 million centre back. So people they feel like say, what you
so you pay 80 million for?
Yes, now.
Oga, we don't get. Go ahead, Oga Kesta.
All that thing again, Nigerian Englishman talk. I see her. Say
about Cristiano Ronaldo's style. This question for you.
Say Cristiano Ronaldo they hit up. Can he play Tuchel style?
Tuchel style, yes. This question for you.
You know one thing, I don't know why people they shout Tuchel style. If you watch Chelsea game, they say Lukaku Tuchel they play to Lukaku style. But here is the thing. How many balls on target Chelsea they get in the game? Is that not style enough? If all those chances when Lukaku gets is scored, you think we're going to talk all these things. We're not going to talk all these things. Now Ronaldo not going to play to Tuchel style. If a player no fit, they're not playing out of position, no. They're playing for your position. Now you say the coach gets style where you know if you play to. There is something is wrong with you. So either not once again, make I repeat it. Either not play you out of position. They play you for your position. Then the coach style not to. The only time when the coach style matter now when you're not there with the ball. Now the coach style they tell. But when you're not there with the ball and you they play your position when you they play, my brother, if you know they do well, not blame on the coach. Just blame and say you they get off day. We go understand. Many players don't too they use the issue of say the coach not they play to your position to how you're supposed to play. You don't need to play to how you're supposed to play. Because nobody let you did that field. Before you come this time,
Oga Kesta, if I understand you well, Oga Kesta, what do you try to talk? Say, as a coach, you they play to what do you get your strength of your team, not just your strength of only one particular player.
No, at all. It don't go work. So now, if you got say okay, if the strength of your team, because most time, many coaches they get this thing wrong. You go to watch player A, they do well for another club, you like him. Now, the only thing when you they see of that player A, now when they play match, they see attitude for training. Now you they buy him based on attitude for match. Not the attitude of training. So now, most clubs, not they allow scout, not they allow you, they can watch their training. In fact, all good clubs, all good elite club, go open the door for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or maybe 20 for press people to come watch their jogging. But when it comes to the tactics, all these tactics stuff, them, no foreign press they did there, and the club press they did there. Even sometimes the club don't let their press they did there because their own press will leak their tactics out to the outside world. So now, if a coach buy player A come your team, you can't put her for training make it they used to the way that's the reason for training. Get used to the team, get used to the coach tactics. Now be the aim of training. Then the result of training now be match when they go play. So now you bring a con training, if they cope with the style when the whole team gets. Now you go try as a coach, bring her down a little bit. You only get how down you go feel bring out. You're not going to drop the standard fully. So now, most players, the only problem that they get without the ball, and the problem many players they get, many players don't get that energy without the ball to run up and down. So get the energy of, okay, now we don't hold the ball, make we move, let's go. Many players get that mentality. So now, since the business the player not the feed they enter the shape without the ball, no problem. Now you go task one of your player, make it try to enter shape for that player. Make that player, which is Ronaldo that is old, make it get leverage, make it a rest. Because he don't hold, the legs don't hold, you not go feel run up and down like that. Let her the rest. So that the reason I know if you say took a pattern of playing, yes, took a pattern of playing if it be problem to Lukaku. But Lukaku get chances to redeem himself, to score. Why he not score? Now he not score, now the coach pattern. But when he score, nobody they talk about coach pattern. After all, Lukaku be they do well. Anytime he come from injury, he they do well. But immediately Aston Villa game, when he got get COVID, I mean get injury. As he come back, everything crumble. Now you they blame the coach. But they do well against Aston Villa. But they do well against Arsenal. But they do well for the cup when we win for Qatar. That will not be the club. That the same coach pattern. Not be they play when they do well. Now they do well again. They say that the coach pattern. Yeah. I don't think so, my brother. Now just the player.
But Oga Kesta, say most people, like if something they work out, they go fine. But once that they go bad, they go find who to blame. And in most cases,
yes,
now the coaches go later take. And now if they want sack, they don't go sack the player. Now the coach they go sack because they go feel like just. So now all those things people they attribute to say coach. Like you thought when they score, coach no get wahala. Now when he stop to the score, now time coach no good or coach sabi use that.
If you look me very well,
for like the first how many matches he was scoring.
Yes, now if you look me very well, Arteta case for Arsenal is a very dicey, it's a very serious case. So people don't know. I know if you look at Arteta, first of all, Arteta not employ himself to begin with.
Yeah,
he not employ himself. Yeah. Now Arsenal employ Arteta. Now, all of us don't see her now say Arteta ego is to the roof. If you listen to an interview, you go to fear say Arsenal press people, me and you go feel do better. The question that they ask Arteta and Arsenal players, you go to so that one they ask Arsenal new goalkeeper say you bring your dogs come from America. I hear say to bring dogs come here, it dey hard. Now wait till we won't hear be that.
For football press conference.
Now what we want here be that. Now, okay, all of us don't see and now say Arteta not going to deal with big players. Now make they go for small boys. Then now the club is okay with it. If the club is okay with it, it'll be me and you. We're not get say now. That is the truth. When Arteta go for small players, the club say no. We don't need small players. We need some old heads to mix with the small boys. Then when Arteta say no, the sack is as simple as that. But now they're not the sack Arteta. That will tell you say no be Arteta fault. It's okay with the big people when they run the club.
And Oga Kesta, this is where you talk.
So,
this is where you talk. Now very important thing.
And the truth.
Thing. This is where you talk. Today apply to Man U.
It's okay with them.
They apply to Man U at some point.
With the people. If it's okay with the people they run the club, say Arteta won't buy 2 years, 3 years, then not blame Arteta again.
Oh, voila.
When Arsenal they beat everybody, they beat Chelsea, they let Man City they struggle. Everybody they say, yeah, he's a good coach. Now they don't lose to Crystal Palace, lose to this now. Everybody they say a bad coach. What you now want?
And Kesta, you know the worst part? At the beginning of last season, nobody they hate Arsenal to even get Champions League. People they say they will get 8. Now, they can't even try. They reach that place where we say they don't almost even get the Champions League. We say now, couple of games where they lose, now I made them. Now the coach no good.
My
Coach
own be
say,
say,
Now try now the fans they expect. You the fans want the club to compete now.
My only problem when I get be say Arsenal win
True
game
now.
where they supposed win. Well, they lose game where they supposed win. You know, say Arsenal lose to Chelsea,
Yes, and the winner was supposed to lose.
lose to another club, win that 3 games where they struggle with Arsenal go Champions League. But then win,
But
win.
come on with Arsenal now.
Is the story of the Arsenal.
Real quick, if I leave you and Oga Ola, me, I just demonstrate when I want the banter Arsenal on the show. But
I don't go ever banter club and when it be serious matter.
We understand that one, Oga Kesta, but real quick, don't spend too much time on the show again, real quick. Oga Kesta, make I ask you first about Chelsea, the link with the defender from Juventus, the legit.
Yes.
What do you think about legit links? You think say that signing if Chelsea fit do one, that signing will improve the Chelsea defense because we don't say Chelsea don't lose key players for that defense. You think say the leads now the defender when Chelsea need right now in terms of experience and in terms of quality?
You know one thing, and this I don't telling her before say Chelsea, Enyimba is well run better than Chelsea. I dey talk him every day. See my reason. Delete and Tomori for Serie A. Tomori is well ahead of Delete for what is that they call? Delete they ahead. Tomori they ahead of Delete for Serie A. Yes, people go fit say and because of the defenders when he meets for Juventus, which is
Chiellini and
Bonucci. Possible, yes, it's possible. But you're not going to tell me, say, for how many years he don't do that club week in, week out. He did roast for bench because of those 2 guys. You know if you tell me like that.
But okay, so, those two people we know say they be elite when it comes to defending. I think
yes,
Jose Mourinho also one person don't talk say those 2 people they're supposed to take master class when it comes to defending.
Mourinho say if they want to do study of masters in defense in Harvard.
Bonucci and Chiellini.
Bonucci and Chiellini and they go be the lecturers. Yes, not be lie. But still, whether we like it or not, Delete supposed to they come in once. Does that mean they come in once? They come in. But how can they make some kind of vital college boy error for defense when you know for Serie A they call him Juventus Maguire, right?
I don't know.
Oh yes, now they call him Juventus Maguire now for Serie A now. They call him like that. It's a bit they almost get the same similarities. The other thing again be say, now we even say Gehi give Crystal Palace. Gehi is one of the best defenders for Premiership last season. Then what are we doing? Now you don't carry big money. How old is Delete? 22 years old.
The same age as
Tomori. Yes, now that's small. Tomori even sneaker. Now small boy. He be big player for
he even they very highly rated that time. Very highly rated that time.
Yes, they highly rated. But Chelsea should be very, very careful buying the elite. The elite get name. Yes. The money I want to buy the elite now, they say Juventus don't agree now. Say it is either we bring the money, which is like 70 to 80, or maybe 90, or we bring 60 with
Timo Werner.
this player for Chelsea, Timo Werner or Pulisic.
On top rating, on top the list.
Timo Werner,
or
no,
on
not
top
be the two.
rating.
No, not be the two of them. No, not be the two of them together. Timo Werner or Pulisic and 60 million. Meaning
On top the list, not be the same the list where they play.
Meaning Juventus rates Timo Werner in 30-something million pounds or euro. Now Chelsea not going to just let Pulisic go like that because for the market. Pulisic is the captain of the United States. Owner of the club, like captain, owner of the club,
and the owners now.
US.
Yes.
Now our market for US, it makes sense right now to just let Pulisic go. You know, so that's Toboli and Chris Manu. You know that man can sell he go sell anybody. And one thing I like about that man, people think Abramovich don't go. He go better now. I lie. Toboli, he might be worse than Abramovich. For firing of coaches, Toboli might be worse because the man are no nonsense man. So I pray we buy that boy, make him come. Because if he come, Ake they play. Ake they play for national team, not always, but the Liverpool defender go soon retire for national team. Van Dijk go soon retire for national team. You can make Ake and the lead they play for national team, so maybe the pairing might be good. But Ake the sole player replacing Rudiger. I don't think that is enough.
At least
I don't think that is okay. But we'll go buy big name, maybe Koulibaly, maybe. Or if we don't buy Koulibaly, we'll go buy those Syria boys where they craze when PSG
want buy Maguire.
See, if we buy Maguire, we can buy defensive midfielder when he go to sit. No problem. Because
Maguire the workout, yes. You get it at the top.
Maguire in Leicester get Ndidi. He get other players where they sit down for him. That make even for
even
national
in England,
team,
even in England, Maguire in England is better.
He gets. You know they play away. You know they play too far away from the defensive midfielders. But for Manchester United, Maguire now does be no.
They want use Maguire play high line and
Somebody say what is your business with Arsenal and Chelsea?
No, so what be your business with Arsenal? You face Chelsea.
My own will be say how many of Arsenal merchandise you don't buy as an Arsenal fan? You get Arsenal ticket. You don't buy mistake watch Arsenal game live.
People are forced they play the way Arsenal jersey.
You said? What did you talk?
I say even you they play the way Arsenal jersey. Go
not just talk that one. If they play 5-a-side for your area, if you wear Man U just go, they not choose you. They don't shoot you with that. They say you want play ball. But real quick. 1 hour on the show. 1 hour on the show. We don't talk plenty things, transfer news, banters, and all that. Before we go end the show, make I ask you, Oga Kesta. I go ask you, Oga Ola too. Oga Kesta, now what it could be a bonge transfer for you? What you want to see for Chelsea? Where you really say once the transfer window finish, you will say, this transfer window, Todd Bowley and the club board on a try, on a do better work, on a do bonge work.
I don't really get name. I just want to say more bad players when it's supposed do well. Because if you look Chelsea record, all the big name Chelsea don't sign with, all the players Chelsea don't sign with big money, not they work out for Chelsea. The ones that they sign with small money, from Aspilicueta to Ivanovic to who again? To just look all of them. to Kovacic,
Anyway,
to count them. That will go tell you, say, big money never favor Chelsea one day.
So small
That mean
buy.
say,
Mm.
yeah, that mean say, Mo will buy players when they want play.
Okay.
Not be pedigree. Not be. See Man City. Man City players, if you look there very well, now because in Man City that they go, now made the money big.
Price tag they reach like that. Mm.
Yes, individually, those players they are not just that good. Look, Philip, now they don't buy
Calvin Phillips.
from Leeds United.
Maybe we see what he go turn to in 2 seasons.
You go see what that boy go turn to now. Look at that boy. There plenty even Diaz. Before they buy Diaz from Benfica, Diaz is not up there as a very good defender.
That Kesta, even the Cancelo
they take Cancelo take switch. And switching of Cancelo.
Danilo go Juventus now.
Yes.
Juventus were happy to take Danilo over Cancelo.
Let me tell people say now because say now City that made the money big. But when you look the player, what did the player don't bring come? The player is not that see the difference between Pep Guardiola and Klopp be say they know their error, that they quick identify them. When you identify your problem, then you go fix them, you don't solve them with that.
Yeah.
Yes, now. Not big money. All those players when City they buy on a very good day, those players when City they buy. Before they come City, you feel really compare them with players when they did on top of their games. I don't think so. Maybe De Bruyne, because if you watch De Bruyne very well for Germany, De Bruyne is scattered Germany. Maybe just De Bruyne. Apart from De Bruyne, Man City, their goalkeeper Ederson, though for the top 6 teams, Ederson, I don't say Ederson better reach any of the goalkeeper for the top 6 anyway. But Ederson in Manchester City, between the posts, when you see him, what did they come your head? Man, is goalkeeper up there. But if you look at very well, is Ederson is it better than Alisson? Yeah, I'm not just say better pass Alisson. I'm not just say even better pass Arsenal goalkeeper. I'm not sure say to better pass Arsenal goalkeeper. For real.
Well, I guess some people go argue that one with you.
No. See. He not to better pass Arsenal goalkeeper because if you watch him, he might be the weak link for Manchester for City. In as much as they play all those passes from back, they feel play from back. I agree. They feel play from back, but his primary duty to make all those save is a composed goalkeeper, no doubt. But to make all those save, the goal that they score for City, a lie. Those goals are questionable goals.
And the thing is,
goalkeeper.
I think with that, we say Man City they hold the ball most of the time, so you know really get. In the hardly they get games where we see they test them well.
The
when
goal
they take a lot of shots,
is questionable.
A lot of saves. So
it's questionable. The goal they score that goalkeeper.
Yes.
So real quick, Oga Olana, what think will be good transfer window for Manchester United?
Like Oga Kesta talk, I will stick with get the players where the manager wants. Now, number one, the most important thing is that if possible, like in number one target, get the players where the coach wants. And I feel say at this point, if Man you know sign Frankie De Jong at this point, our transfer window don't crumble because we don't go for that guy throughout.
You know, I
never hear of any backup. Yes, I never hear of any backup where they talk about. So the guys get the Frankie De Jong deal done, and possibly the 4 or 5 players like that we don't get 2 done. So the remaining 3 guys they done, and I feel like as soon as possible, so you go start to work with them before going into the season instead of just bringing them in when the seasons are not. This season go start earlier because of the World Cup and everything. Right now, August 6th now season go start. Now even Arsenal go start league. So hopefully, when I don't go lose, but I just feel like we need to get all the signings done and hopefully it will work out for the coach and we'll get a very good season.
All right, now, Oga, thank you for your time. Oga Kesta, I'm with Trowe Salute, Oga Santa Kush, Oga Olowo Sport, One Touch TV, Oga Marvelous. Everybody will drop their comments for the show with Trowe Salute. We hope say maybe before the week run out, we will do another edition. On next week, we'll do another edition of the Transfer Show where we will talk about all the latest transfer. Then, if you watch the live stream now, you know say you never subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to press that subscribe button are free. And turn on the notification so that anytime we do all the shows on YouTube and all the Ogbonge content will drop for YouTube, you go feed the Siam and you go feed the get the notification. The link where you go take full show, full see the social media handles of Oga Kesta, Oga Ola, for under the description of this post. Don't forget to go on their social media, follow them, show them love too. Till we will meet again to the next edition of the Transfer Show. I remember a lawyer boy. Across Oga Kesta, real quick before we go end the show, what do you get to tell country people and what do you get to say Chelsea fans for this transfer window?
Chelsea fans, more not panic, eh? Everything will go well, and because we change board and because we they under suspension, that made it hard like this. Go better. But we'll try to stay away from racism. And another thing again, be say if we know say our body not fit carry us, not fit hold our body, more buy condom, more use condom, because many children don't too full everywhere. Unwanted children don't full everywhere. Use condom. If you not fit use condom, then you don't need to the fuck, my brother. I would have to talk with that.
Well, I guess that one not to concern football, but no hala. That one I would want you get to take country people. No hala. I'll go Larry quick. Like, take people 1 or 2 things before we go end the show.
But
like with United, you guys get patience. Now, a new coach, we don't get some new changes for the board level. Even though the Glazers don't want me to go, they never still go. And maybe at some point they go see later send me they work out, but we just get patience with this coach. Hopefully, he will get the players in and we'll go play better football than which we don't expect. Waiting all Manchester United for once now, mainly seeing a better style of play, watching a better type of football. Even though we don't win anything this season, even though we don't even make top 4, I don't mind if I'm seeing the improvement on the pitch. I feel we shall see the changes. And I believe say with patience and with now football, we love them. Go watch out. Either we play well, we don't play well, we'll see watch out. At least say we don't already choose to support this team. But hopefully, go well. And for all my United fans, maybe we be patient. And to end them, I said Glazers out because at some point they will need to leave this our club. They don't too scatter around and you go better.
All right, I would hear from you.
So Akpos.
Yeah, okay.
If disease full everywhere, we need to protect. People need to protect themselves.
No be lie. Raketa. I throw salute to Raketa. Oga Ola throw salute. Country people, we throw salute to na bye bye.